Alright, let me see if I can do this. I am just outside in Larned, Kansas, which is probably like most towns in Kansas, just incredibly inhospitable. These towns along the Santa Fe Trail have all these signs about historical marker this, historical this and that. They don't really want you there, though. They're all mostly closed. And although this is mostly a bike trail, I understand that walking it probably isn't what most people do, and a lot of people drive it. But I say all this because, I know I've said something last night about being at my breaking point, and I am. I'm going to keep going. But I am at a point where it just doesn't... I don't expect everybody to be excited about me being there, or even notice me for that matter, but people in Kansas are legitimately almost angry that you're even coming through. In a land where most of this land is stolen, they get real picky about people walking on public roads. I've been real good about not getting on private property. That may have to end. Let me back up here. When I started this, it was because I have hit a breaking point in my life in general. I don't feel that there's anything even to go back to. I'm not saying I don't have friends, and there's been a lot of support for me doing this, but it's not like if I quit, there's something to go back to. I said I was going to do this or die trying, and I'm going to stick to that. I've not really changed on that. But I'm having a moment here where, it almost feels impossible, not even just because of the challenge to myself, but that more and more of this country is just, I don't know. It's not a free country by any means. Everything costs money. Existing costs money. And I don't understand even how some of the people who have done this the whole way, tons more respect than even what I had before. I'm not trying to run away from anything, which is also kind of, I think, a thought people have. I left because St. Louis, because I am tired of working for people that will take advantage of everybody that works for them. And yes, they pay you, but not nearly enough to run their business. The last adventure I had, I worked for a guy that was a complete addict, went to rehab, which I supported. So in the meantime, while he had me open his bar for months, and there was help from his father and a couple other people, but he was in rehab, in a very expensive Frisbee golf throw-in rehab. And when he got back, it was less than 24 hours that I was getting phone calls about him being wasted and walking through bars with his dog. Some of you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to drop names, though. It's not really about him so much as after that point, it was not... he showed no gratitude for the things that his employees did, not just me, to keep his business afloat while he was gone. To the point it got even just very disrespectful. So I had a bit of a burnout. I freaked out. My original plan was to just go to jail for burning this place to the ground. But like I said before I started this, it's been happy-go-lucky, kind of trying that attitude out here, but that's not really what this is about. When I left, the thoughts were really bleak, and those thoughts don't just go away. I still have those thoughts. This trip is about me trying to refine myself, or find a reason as to why I'm here that is something other than charging somebody retail for booze. I had a pretty decent career, and I enjoyed what I did, and I felt like I was pretty good at it. But that road ran out. And the people involved in that industry, it's a lot of negativity, and it's a lot of sadness and depression, and it doesn't help it when you have that yourself. So I'm probably talking too much, but the last few days have been bad, and I haven't been sharing as much or being as honest, and I want to do that. I feel like that it clogs me up when I don't. So kind of back to here to Kansas now. I'm going through here, and it's just, camping's the worst. The weather is terrible. It's storms every other day. The last 36 hours, I was stuck between 2 storms, had 3 hours of sleep. I had a chance to eat twice. Even going to the bathroom is a insane challenge in some of these places. It is overly surveilled. Nobody wants you doing anything that is, out of the ordinary of just driving down their road and getting the fuck out of there. So, if I'm frustrated, if I'm overwhelmed, that's why. I've had a lot of people tell me just drink water. What fucking water? There's no water. There's so little access to anything. It feels on purpose. You go through the Truman Show mentality where you feel like everything is, being directed from something beyond. I know this trip's not going to be easy. It wasn't ever going to be easy. I didn't expect it to be. But the challenges in Kansas are, I don't know, they're bad. So I'm carrying heavy water. I am trying to walk down the highway while people literally swerve to try to pretend they're going to hit me. There's nowhere to walk off that highway shoulder. Some parts are larger than others. If I get on farm roads, I get equal treatments. People want to know what I'm doing, where I'm at, what I'm going. It's just exhausting. So moving forward, because I am going to move forward, baby steps, trying to go slow, be deliberate, try to shake off the negativity around me. I don't know that it gets better in Colorado. I know there's more water, and I hope that there's more camping. I'm not talking about official campsites. I'm saying just anywhere that's not a wheat field or completely covered with snakes. I don't know. I'm getting used to a lot of it, but it's more than that. I don't know how anybody hikes through Kansas. I think most people take the Northern Trail through Nebraska for a reason. I know people bitch about Nebraska, but I don't know. I would trade it for Kansas. I know there are people that are from here that have told me how great this place is, the people, and it's an amazing part of the country in the sense of there's a lot of food production, and people do a life that I don't think most people want to live. But they are not gracious about it. I think they know their situation, and they're as angry as I would be about it. So, just a heads up: you ever decide you're going to hike the Santa Fe Trail, don't do it on foot. And if you do, just know it's about the worst trip imaginable. And I know I'm sounding real negative, but I got to get all this out so that I'm not negative moving forward. I'm just sitting here cussing everything out. There's not anything that can bring morale up at the moment. This is just a mental game of survive and advance. So I am appreciative of everybody who's reached out and, let me know to keep going. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm complaining the whole time, but I would also be lying if I didn't say this is some of the worst. The terrain's fine, I guess. It's like flat, kinda, but it is not. It really doesn't matter. You got to watch your step everywhere you go. Even coyotes don't want to be out here. Like, I ain't heard a coyote in a week. I don't know. The Arkansas River kind of runs up through here a little bit, coming up, so there's at least some access to water. Sorry. There's nothing but truck drivers up and down through here carrying what always just smells like cow shit. The whole area just smells like cow shit all the time. I don't even see any cows. I haven't seen cows in probably 50 miles that I can, see. So I don't understand why that amount of odor is coming out. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Thanks for listening if you did. Venmo, Cash App, and the GoFundMe are all still open. I know that GoFundMe looks like I got a lot of money, and I did. You guys sent a lot of stuff. I spent a lot of that on gear and the stuff to get through it, which is super helpful. But, now we're down to just a little bit here and there. It'd be helpful for food restocks. And You know, sometimes there's just weather I can't get out of, and I got to get some dirtbag hotel that is just not enjoyable to stay at, but at least it doesn't ruin my gear. I don't know. Like I said earlier in the video, we're going to keep going, or we're going to die trying. There ain't nothing to go back to. So I do appreciate everybody's support, and thanks for listening to me vent.